Well, there is a local author who's highlighting Afghan culture in a new children's book.
And I just met her, and she's delightful.
She's lovely.
One of the ways she does this through traditional Afghan foods. Dina's in the kitchen with Toba, learning how to make Mantu this morning.
Yes, good morning to all of you. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this interview and to have this beautiful woman in our building this morning. So this is actually now children's author is one of the titles that she gets to have. This is Toba Adina-JaoI, and this is her new book, Me, Mommy, and Mantu. And yes, this is something that she just wrote and published, and it was actually just put out on all the store shelves and all of the different places you can buy books late last year. So we are so happy to have you in our building. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
So let's talk about, first of all, your background, your culture, and how it plays into the book that you wrote.
Sure. Yes, I am Afghan American and decided to publish Me, Mommy, Mantu in October of last year to really celebrate being Afghan and celebrating my Afghan heritage, culture, and especially Mantu, which is our very traditional Afghan dish.
Yes.
That my family really likes to get their hands, you know, in the kitchen and just help me cook Mantu.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's open this up because not only is this, you know, so special for you, but also for the illustrator who is also referenced here. So talk to me about who actually did all of the illustrations for this book, because that's a special part.
Super special. The illustrator, her name is Valeria, and her and I connected. Valeria was in Ukraine when we actually started illustrating the book, and in the height of war there too. And we connected by email, and we went back and forth for about 7 months as we worked page by page on the illustrations.
Wow.
So very, very special. She's also a refugee that migrated over to England a few months ago, and my family and I, having left Afghanistan as well in the 80s, we found this really incredible connection, both being refugees, having left our countries, and here celebrating a little bit more of our culture.
Yes, okay, and it's so beautiful. You're also a mama of 3 kids.
I am.
You have a full-time job, so tell me where you found the time to write this book, because I know that wasn't easy.
Oh, no, not at all. You know, my kids go down at 7:30, and after I wrap up my full-time job, I worked on it for about 2 years every evening, about 9:30 to about midnight, because it was a passion project, and I think it's really important. I wanted to celebrate the recipes and dishes that my mom has passed along, and then also leave something behind for each of my children that celebrates our culture, my identity, and a great way to do that is through a book.
Yeah, so I mentioned she's got 3 kiddos. This is the first of what she hopes will be 3 books, right? Because that's the goal. So what exactly is Mantu? Because I know that that is obviously what this one is about.
Yes, Mantu is a traditional Afghan dumpling. It's stuffed with ground beef and onion, and it's steamed, and then on top and on the bottom, you know, you start with some chaka, which is the yogurt, garlic, sour cream sauce, and then you can put lentils on top, and it's a very traditional dish that's really loved by all Afghans, and hopefully everyone will have an opportunity to try it out today.
Yes, and so in our next segment coming up in the next hour, we're going to actually show you how she puts that together. But something that really stuck with me when we were talking earlier is you being able to read this book to a group of refugees, and you talked about how these younger girls said, we didn't get to go to school and we didn't get to read these books like this. And now you said, what, the sky's the limit for them.
Absolutely. I was able to read the book at a local elementary school just about a month ago.
Yeah.
And one of the young children, an Afghan refugee, raised her hand and said, you know, in Afghanistan, I was not able to go to school and to read books.
Yeah.
And I said, let's turn this around to a positive. You are here. Now you can get an education.
Yeah.
You can read books. So you know what? There is no limit for you. Pursue what you want, whatever you're dreaming of.
Yes.
There's opportunity here. You're here.
We are so happy to have you here.
Thank you.
Okay, so coming up in the next hour, we're going to speak so much more to this beautiful Toba and learn more about the dish that she has, the Mantu in the book, and then also more of her story, guys. It is just such a wonderful story. So great to have you here.
Thank you.
All right, back over to you.